So good afternoon and namaste. I welcome you all to this very important session, augmenting STP model amidst COVID crisis. So teacher-parent collaborative platform for student betterment. So let me continue with my screen sharing. So all my dearest students, the learned teachers and the respected parents, and this is a very important teacher-parent collaborative platform for the betterment of students, and this is very much needed in fact at the present moment, and we really appreciate the presence of so many candidates, but because of the time constraints and all, and I could limit only to certain participants, and the questionnaire is given in this particular session, and it is being continued in multiple sessions for the purpose of others also. So we feel proud that it is, and of course we are the first in India to host these kind of activities, and that means the teacher-parent collaborative platforms via online. So before going to enter into this particular questionnaire, so let me explain the importance of this particular concept. As most of you already know, the teacher, parent and student collaboration is very much important and for betterment of any student. In fact, the parents will have a lot of expectations on their wards, and with a lot of hopes they admit their students in the institutions, and for the best future they expect the best future via these particular institutions. And in institutions the students will be exposed to the teachers, and by means of the different activities, both curricular and co-curricular activities and all, students will be getting more knowledge. And of course the parents will be eager to know from their students or their wards what is happening in this particular institution. Thing is, for the best effective progress of this particular ward, maybe of daughter or son, this parent teacher student or student teacher parent interaction should be highly vital. This is very important. That means the students must be in a position to tell to their parents what is actually happening in the institutions, and parents should also inform about their progress or out of academic session activities of their wards to the teachers, and the teachers should incorporate these particular things, and they should have the proper counseling sessions with the students and all. So this kind of triangular interaction and is very important for the betterment of the student. So it happens really, in fact, the teacher, student and parent are having the real interest to focus, then only it happens and it leads to the progress of this particular ward. But thing is, at the present moment, like because of this COVID crisis, and there is a huge hindrance for this concept, and this is almost disturbed. So the parents and the students, they are in confusion, and of course they are having a lot of doubts what is happening actually, and why to contact, and regarding all these kind of things. So in this particular aspect, what we thought is, so why can't we have a kind of online platform to just create a kind of what you call this answering situation for any kind of parents and students, so that they will get some sort of boost up, and they will have clarification about their doubts, and in particular they can also have some sort of guidance towards their progress and their other activities. So that is the concept of this particular STP model. And earlier we used to have the offline model, but this is the online model. This is the first time, and there are so many advantages with this kind of online model that anybody can have from any place. That is a very important aspect of this kind of thing. So at this particular juncture of this disturbance of this kind of student teacher parent interactions, we wanted to retune this kind of activities by means of online. So this is the concept. Now let us go into this questionnaire first. So this is the first question, and this is from Srimati R. Saroja Garu, and she's from Kottapattisema village of West Godavari district. And by the time they submitted this question, and their village is earmarked in orange zone, and their ward particulars, she is Miss Akhila. She is pursuing a third year BTech in Guide Engineering College, which is affiliated to JNDK Kakinada in East Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh. And now let us look at this kind of questionnaire. The question is to know about how and when examinations will be conducted. They are so very curious about this particular examinations. So the answer for this particular question is how and when examinations will be conducted. Let me tell you first when examinations will be conducted. The examinations are expected to start in the third or fourth week of July. And of course, most probably the examinations will be started for final year students. And regarding this kind of thing, all the notifications you will be receiving from the university in the third week of June, or maybe after 10th of June. So in this particular record, the university authorities constituted certain committees, and by means of that, they are going to schedule how and when these examinations will be conducted. So because your ward is belonging to third year BTech itself, and you can expect these examinations only after final year students. The examinations will be commencing only for final years at the beginning. So this is the answer for one of your questions. I think regarding these kind of examinations, the examinations will start with mid examinations and practical examinations and then end examinations. Most likely, you can find these examinations in the first week of August. And how these examinations will be conducted for this particular question, and this is the answer is almost as of now you can expect that the examinations will be conducted only in offline mode, because there is a possibility that you can also get the examinations to be conducted in online mode also. But thing is, most probably because of so many aspects, and many of the students are also hailing from rural areas, the examinations will be conducted in offline mode almost at 90%. The 10% possibilities are there to get completed these examinations in online mode also. So you prepare offline mode, but thing is there will be certain statutory regulations will be given by the university authorities, and you can find these kind of regulations. Better you just keep in touch with the university official website www.jndk.edu.in. So that is very important, and do not yield for any kind of fake news. And another important thing is the university authorities also very recently they started some videos and they are passing to the concerned college authorities. Your principal and your heads of the departments will be, or even your examination sections will take care of this to pass this information to this student. So madam, this is the, I think I am clear for about this kind of question, that you can expect your examinations in the first week of August, and the examinations almost in offline mode, as in particular your ward is right now taking these examinations. So this is the first question. And coming for the second one, so this is given by Sri Pentay Nayudu Garu, the Chodavaram town, East Godavari district in Andhra Pradesh. And by the time they submitted this question, and their area was earmarked in green zone. It's in green zone. So their ward particulars, this is Swarupa. Again, she is also taking third year BTech in Guide Engineering College. This is also affiliated to JNTK Kakinada. And of course, and this particular attendee has three questions. First one is examinations. When examinations will be conducted? I think I already cleared this question. And because it also belongs to third year, the same answer what I have given for the first question is applicable to this particular question also. The second one is how campus interviews takes place during this stage. I think it is a bit early for you because you are third year, but of course it is very important questions, and you don't have any problem regarding campus interviews. even during this stage. But thing is, there should be some sort of changes you can expect during this period, that in most of the cases you can expect this kind of campus placements or campus interviews via online mode. It is maximum almost 99% you can expect these kind of campus placements only online mode. Thing is, the physical distancing is now have become inevitable, and that is the reason the companies are also planning to just take this kind of placements via online only. So for this kind of thing, earlier also you must have seen this online interviews, but thing is only up to some extent. But here you are going to face these interviews almost online 100%. So this is one of the important issues you need to consider, that you should develop your communication skills to the better extent. That is very important. And your physical stature and eye contact, because almost minimum 45 minutes it takes for a candidate in case they start interview via online. So for a candidate to take place or to withstand for about 45 minutes is very, very important. So that is the reason, and you need to get well equipped with all these kind of these social skills, and how we can manage this kind of online activities. Because even after placements also, once you got selected in a company, you may be given an opportunity to work in that company, but so at least for some time you may need to work online also. So that is why how best we are just executing these online activities is also very, very important. So you please take care, and you can expect that almost 100% at least for this particular year the campus placements will take place online. And so you please well versed with all maintenance of all online tools, how to face, and even via online, and you can also access the YouTube channels and all that, how to face interview skills and all. And of course your placement cell must have taken a lot of plans to make you well equipped with all these kind of interviews. But apart from that, you also try to have your self learning aspects. That is very, very important, or else it's not possible to get these kind of interview panels to have a better impression on you. So thanks for your question. I think I given a better solution for your question. So let us go for the next question. Yes, this is Sri P. Vinay Kumar Garu, and he is from Vanasthalapuram, Hyderabad, Telangana state. And by the time they given this question, and it was located in Orange Zone, their area was located in Orange Zone. And regarding his ward particulars, Mr. P. Santosh Sagar, and he is pursuing final year BTech in one of the affiliated colleges in JNT Hyderabad itself. And their question is how the admissions for higher studies like MS will take place in abroad. So this is a very good question again. And of course, it is the question among many of the parents that how this kind of post-graduation studies, admissions, or everything will take place in abroad, this particular thing, in particular like MS, MBA programs. The possible answer may be like this. So there will be some sort of delay in admission process as far as higher studies are concerned, like MS program or MBA program in any of the foreign university, because the entire globe is in problem with this kind of pandemic. And at this particular juncture, and nobody is not in a position to take the appropriate decision regarding this kind of in particular educational practices. So it takes some time, because most probably you may go for US or any Europe countries and all based on your specialization and all, and everywhere the situation is like this, they are yet to get settled. But thing is, the admission process will go on definitely. But I think for the first time they may be offering this kind of higher studies courses both in online and offline. That means both in on-site board and offline, online, both may be possible, because of this pandemic situation. And there are some sort of myths that at least for some time our wards or our students or even any individual may not be able to go to any other new area, in particular other country, not even state, other countries. So in this particular juncture, and it is a big problem for admissions also for foreign universities to get attracted from the other countries. So that is the reason they may also go for online mode of executive practices. So during this online mode, everything will go on as in fact you are practicing your online education and all. But of course, there are foreign universities, the policies and the strategies may be bit more or difficult or even um, not bad. We can see like that. So like that, there is a possibility to have this kind of admission process. But thing is, what in fact you can expect that once you are having this online kind of activities, then obviously what will happen? There will be some sort of reduction in your fee structure also, because and there will be definitely you are not going to spend there, and definitely the hostel charges, other charges, or other institutional maintenance charges, and they will come down. So that and if you can opt online, there will be huge betterment as far as your financial constraints are also concerned. So this is the thing. But anyhow, and before September, you cannot say that how best this kind of admission processes will start. Even if the foreign university starts, they start only via online, not on-board things. So I think this is the answer for your question. I think you are happy with this. Thank you, sir. Now let us go for the next question. So this is Sri Venkata Nagadatta Garu from Rajahmundry City, East Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh, and they are in green zone. And their ward particulars, Satya Lakshmi, they are pursuing engineering in Guide campus itself. I think I do not know in which college actually. It is mentioned in Guide campus. It is also again affiliated to JNTK affiliation. So their question is when college will open. When the second question is when examination will be conducted, and the third question is when COVID will go away. So all the three questions I try to answer you. When college will open, and let me tell you, the colleges will start opening almost from the point of examinations for the final year students. If you belong to final year, and you will be the first person to start to the college, but of course it happens only after second week of July. And you can expect these kind of notifications not later than third week of June regarding these examination schedules and all. And your in case you are a final year student, your mid and again your project and your end examinations will take place. And there is a possibility also for project waivers to conduct via online. You can you have to get ready for that. And if it's not with final years, if you are third years or second years or first years, and it takes some more time that the colleges may start opening the first week of August. And this is for your first question. When examinations will be conducted, this also already covered in the first and the second questions, that the examinations will be starting in the July third week, most probably. Examinations will definitely be conducted. But in case if situation is going to become worse, that means if the COVID cases are getting increased and any other stringent situations, the government need to take place. And at that particular conditions, there may be a chance that the examinations may be postponed, but it is pakka that the examinations will definitely be conducted. There will be no question of non-conducting of examinations. I request the students to please look at this kind of thing. The next question is, this is from Mrs. P. Hamlet Garu, Brahmanagudam village. It is again West Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh. And I think they have two wards. One candidate is pursuing BTech in Gate campus itself. The second candidate is pursuing the 10th standard. I think they are having queries for both 10th standard and BTech. Their first question is when college will open. The second one is when examinations will be conducted for 10th standard. So when colleges will open, I already told you, and you can expect the opening of colleges only after second week of July. And in series, it will be given for final years, and then third years and second years, the examination schedules will be given. And first set of final year examinations and examinations will be given only for final year students, and then for third years and second years. Of course, how the schedules will be absolutely given, it takes some time, and you can expect that our college will be opened only during that particular time. Till then, you do not think that the colleges will start open, because these are all very vulnerable areas, and no college will take immediate step to open the institution till the entire situation will calm down. And again, for the second question, maybe of your second word, when examinations will be conducted for 10th standard. So the examinations for 10th standard will be conducted. Actually, it was given by AP state government that from July 10th, it is planned to conduct the examinations, and most probably, and your examinations will start from that day. But thing is, and if situations will not cooperate, then there is a chance that you can have a bit alterations. But as of now, I think you must have got all the information via your schools, and it was also given via print and electronic media that all the plans for 10th class examinations are arranged, and you can expect, and don't expect that the examinations will be postponed or examinations may not be conducted. And damn sure your examinations will be conducted, and get prepared for these 10th class examinations from June 10th. So wishing you all the best. Thank you. So coming for the next question. So the attendee particulars, this is Mr. K. Dhanunjay Reddy, and they are from Anaparthi village, again East Godavari district. And by the time they given this question, and they were allocated in green zone itself. And their ward, again pursuing BTech in Guide campus, which is affiliated to JNTK Kakinada in East Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh. And they have given a very clever question with the intention or with curiosity. They have given this question, I do not know. How long it takes for Corona to completely go away from our country? I think maybe of your ward or Dhananjay Reddy garu, you are very keen about our India's health and wealth. This is very clever question. Let me try to answer for this question. And do not expect that this Corona will leave our country, because the Corona is a virus, and it will have its own existence as in the case of other viruses. Because now it is become pandemic, everybody is very much worried about this Corona, and this kind of because it has been given a huge impression like COVID-19. But there were so many viruses, because seasonal flu, if you look at, or any kind of disease, the reason behind that was only the virus. It's already existed. Similarly, any kind of virus, in case it comes, it will have its long existence on the earth. But the only thing is that we should try to develop to win against that kind of impact of virus, and we should have some sort of physical maintenance. We should see that it is our responsibility that no virus should attack us. That is very important aspect. So for this, we need to develop our physical discipline, and we need to develop our physical immunity. That is very, very important. And that is the answer for this. Because though you are having medicines and vaccine and all, it is for our protection. But once it is entered into the nature, or once it is entered into some sort of habitats where actually the human beings are also existing, it's not that much easy to get free from our habitats. So we cannot expect that it should leave us, but we should expect that we should have our own protection against virus, as in the case of other viruses. So thanks for your question. I hope you're satisfied with my answer. So the next question is the attendee. She is Dr. Richa Verma, and they are from Uttar Pradesh. And by the time they were given this question, they were allocated in red zone. And most interestingly, their ward particulars, and he or she is pursuing second standard. So the question is, what about schooling for primary levels in this Corona situation? So this is very, very vulnerable question to answer. I try my best to answer to this question. The schooling for primary level is very sensitive because at my particular experience or knowledge, please do not try to send your word to the school because it is only the second standard. It's not, I cannot expect that your word or the people or the students having that age group may not be having the best and well fit immune system to what you call to fight against the viruses and all. And they are highly sensitive. And moreover, the students, because and at that particular age group, they do not know what is happening actually. Simply if you say that you sit in the room, they will sit, or if you go outside, they will go outside, but they do not know what actually the corona, what is the pandemic and all. And once you leave these guys to the schools and all, and obviously there will be no that much control, and they will have huge contact among themselves, and they will become the more transmitters, so that it's not advisable to send the school. But at the same time, it is highly advisable to just give training in the house, because it's a kind of what you call the deschooling. They are under force that they are not being going to these particular schools. And of course, most unfortunate thing is they are losing the school life, where in fact they can have and they can expect so many co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, apart from so many interactive sessions with their teachers and our learning aids. So all these things definitely we may not be able to give to them in our houses, but thing is that you try to give them the best training, what actually the academic things will be happening in the school at your own experience and knowledge. I think it is possible. It's not an issue. And once the situation will be very clear and it's good, then you can think for sending the words to our schooling. So it is my suggestion. So thanks for your question. Though you are situated in red zone, and of course, I think you know that this is the solution for your ward, that you must have decided yourself that you should not send your ward to the school. But I tried my best to give answer to these questions. Thanks for sending the question. The next one is, this is Mr. Prakash Vardhan from Pune, Maharashtra. And they were situated in red zone. So their ward particulars, they completed +2. So their question is, which is advisable for us to pursue BTech or undergraduation either in India or in abroad? So the correct answer is up to you. Because your wish or your ambition and your words, interest, all these things will play a vital role as far as this kind of future education is concerned, sir. But at this particular juncture, it is highly advisable. And being an Indian, I advise you to just take your education in India, because if you look at our Tier 1 education system, it is on par with any best international university, in particular IITs, and they are having the best world ranks in the entire educational system. That is very important. So after that also, there are so many institutions like NITs, IIITs are there, and everywhere you can find the best education. And apart from that, central university, state university, you can find now the education system in India is well. And at the same time, at this particular pandemic situation, and because it is very starting days of your undergraduation and all, and you do not know what is going to happen there, so then obviously it is advisable to get admission in India itself. Or else, if you are interested to pursue only via this abroad system, better you join your word in our Indian institution. And in case you are having any special interest, you can opt the special interested course via online from the foreign universities. It is an added course. It will be given the best benefits for you also. So this is the best suggestion for you. The decision is yours. You can definitely get the best education in India, as in the case of foreign countries. But we are no way inferior to any country in our educational system. And our culture, our heritage, everything will be better in here when compared to the rest of the universities. So the duration is over. So thanks for your interesting question, which is the best highlighted in this particular question. So this is the another question from Sri Lakshmi Sai Durga Garu from Rajahmundry town, East Godavari district. And by the time they were given this question, they were situated in orange zone. I do not know where it is actually in orange zone. Their ward particulars, again, they're pursuing BTech in GATE campus, which is affiliated to JNTK affiliation, and East Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh. And they have three questions. First one is, when semester exam starts, and when the problem will go off, and when our results will be declared. The first question I already given answer. The semester examinations, here is not clearly mentioned which year they belong to. And if you are a final year student, then your examinations will be started in the third week of July. And if you are not final year, you can have bit time, like 2 more weeks may be extended. But once the examinations are started for any kind of one particular academic year or semester, then obviously other examinations will also fall into that particular thread, and everybody will be having their examinations. So that is the thing. And meanwhile, you get prepared via your online education and all, and have a best interaction with our faculty members. Get prepared well. Then there will be no problem whether when it is being conducted in the June or July. It's not an issue for you. But you be prepared that from July 3rd week onwards, you can have examinations at any time. And regarding your exam results, once if you belong to final year student, and at the maximum, even before 1 month, you can expect your result, because the final year students will be given more priority because of their future aspects and all. And maximum 1 month, I'm telling, because as soon after the completion of examinations, the valuation should start, verification should start, and then the other important practices should go on for the declaration of results, so that anyway within 1 month you can expect your results. But most unfortunately for the present first semester students, BTech first semester students, the results were not declared, because soon after the completion of the examinations and all, this particular situation happened, and there was a huge delay in evaluation process also, and they are likely to start again. And within very short span, the spot valuation will begin, and the results will be declared also. So this is the second question. And the other important question, when the problem will go off regarding corona, and I already given enough explanation for this question also here, that don't expect that you can get free 100% free from corona. We should make ourselves that we are having 100% safe from corona. That is very, very important. So the prevention, try to have more prevention than adapting the cure practices. The physical distancing is very important, and personal hygiene, having nutritious food, and these are all very important. And do not try to get exposed yourself for the areas where actually the corona is recognized with some sort of things, because it is a virus and it will have its own existence. After all, it may convert from one shape to another because of mutations and all, but it will not go 100%. So I think I cleared this question. So thank you. The next one is, this is Mrs. SVRM Kiranmayi from Rajahmundry town. And again, it is in green zone. Their ward particulars, Lakshmi Lavanya. She is pursuing final year BTech in JNTK, in GATE Engineering College, JNTK Affiliation College. I think they have more questions. First one is, when, where, and how the final semester examinations will be conducted. Let me give answer for this. As already told, you are having your examinations from 3rd week of July, and you can expect your notifications in the 2nd week of June. And I'm expecting after June 6th, at the maximum 2nd week of June. So first you will be having your completion of mid examinations and projects, and then your end examinations. and where examinations will be conducted. And definitely I'm able to get your question. Right now you are passing through this particular jumbling process, and in this particular pandemic situation, you cannot expect that jumbling may take place, but in stringent and high level transparent manner, you may expect your examination only in your college. And how the examinations will be conducted? The examinations will be conducted as usual, but there may be some sort of variations in the timetables. You can have a short gap between exam to exam. That means right now you are having some sort of alternative days. You may be expecting your examinations day by day also. And this is the process as of now we are having. And now the committees are already constituted by the university authorities. They are working on this particular thing. And now you can expect all this information. As I already told earlier, then you please visit JNTK official website, and you can also get the same information from your college examination section, principal and HODs also. On the PCs, you can definitely get the PCs within 1 month. And that is very important, because as you already know, the provisional certificates, you can expect your provisional certificates in series. That means stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, something like that. Once you complete your examinations and once your results are declared, then obviously in the first phase, in case you are able to apply, you can get your provisional certificate soon. So that is the thing. So in case you start your examinations in the 3rd week of July, and once it are ended by August 10th and all, you can get by the end of August. That is, I think, sure that you can expect your PCs very soon. And regarding placements, when placements takes place and offers will be given. Placements most likely you can expect in the month of August, because once we are having a clarity regarding the examinations, and once we are having that by a particular period the examinations will be completed, then obviously the companies will start offering the placements. And maybe this time you can expect the different scenario, that there is a kind of what you call a bus, that the placements will cut down and the number will be cutting down, something like that. And these are all not real actually. No company has told on their own that we are going to cut the intake, something like that. But only thing is that there may be some sort of changes in the placements. Most probably, as I already told, maybe in the second question, that you can expect this particular online sessions. You can expect this kind of what you call placements via online only, this particular session. Via online in the sense, because the companies may not be coming to your college directly, and they will have all these kind of procedures and all through your training and placement cell to get all the eligible candidates data and all. You will get the examination online. Of course, right now also you are having your examinations via online only. And again, here itself, we are having your online examinations as such. And after that, the post-examination process will also be conducted. For post-examination process, the companies, their HR people, technical people, they'll be coming to our college and they'll be conducting the interviews and all. But this time, there is a possibility that the entire process will also go on via online. So during this particular online, we should be very cautious in such a way that, of course, the communication development is very important, whether it is offline or online. But via online, you should have more strength, like, because at least for about 45 minutes minimum, the entire process will take place for a candidate to complete. So in this particular process, what we have to do is, you should be very pakka as far as your communication is concerned, and you should make the company authorities that you should fulfill their requirements, like you're an apt candidate for that company, so that for this particular purpose, you need to have the best accessibility of all online tools and the online transactions. Because even after placements, I don't think that immediately you may be asked to work in the company on site. There may be some sort of onboarding team, and there will be some sort of discussion. They may be providing any kind of laptop to you and with consent password and all. You may be asked to work from home for some more time because physical distancing is inevitable at the moment for conduct of all these activities. So in this particular thing, this is very, very important aspect you can expect. So if the process are going on like that, that means some changes are taking place. And of course, we have to accept these changes because there is no other go for us. You can expect still more changes. So that is why regarding placements, who are curious about this kind of placements and all, you should take these points very in a serious way. That means how we should make our trainers or recruiters best satisfied with our performance via online because of our physical attitude, our eye to eye contact, our facial expressions, everything they will recognize and all. And whatever the processes going on, it will be recorded. So it will be recorded even after the interview also. They can have any kind of there is a possibility to check all the process again, and that means a kind of re-verification of the your performance in interviews. So these are the most important like points likely to we need to observe regarding this kind of placement drives. I hope definitely your training and placement team will give all these necessary instructions, and you can expect still more information rather than this because they are directly in touch with these companies and what in fact I am telling, of course, definitely the same thing will happen. And they will train you with all necessary guidance. They will provide you all necessary guidance, and accordingly you can prepare for that. So this is the answer for your question. So with this, I am ending this session one because it is question to question and one to one answer. But of course, I already told you that the question may be from single person, but it may be of many brains. That means maybe a single candidate asked that question, but the many people are having the same kind of question. But that means at the same time, if I can answer to a particular candidate for a single question, it may be the answer for many other persons. That's why I'm using a word like one question from many brains and one answer for many hearts. So many people are having questions and many people are having some sort of confusions and all. And this is a way, and I tried my best to conclude and clarify your doubts and all. And because of time constraints and all, and I'm unable to extend this session for other candidates, and for the other candidates who registered via this particular link, still there are 15 candidates left with us. And in the next week, I'm going to arrange the second session, and I'm for those exclusive candidates. So this is the answers for all the questions I received. I think I answered for about 30 questions in this session. Everyone can find this. But let me conclude with one important point that whatever I'm telling, these are all almost likely to happen. These are all my optimistic expectations and with all possible feelings. But there may be some sort of changes because the present situation is uncertain. Whether this kind of pandemic will go on like this, or it will decrease, or still it may enhance, that is an uncertain. And if because of this kind of uncertainty, there may also some sort of changes takes place. So these changes may be for academics, maybe for examinations, maybe for placements also. So for all these things, we should get ready. And for this, my sincere advice is that you should try to face anything, get ready to face everything. But at the same time, fortunately, you are having very good amount of time for preparation for your academics, your revisions, for your examinations, your placements, and you are having the better guidance from your teachers, placement trainers, and all other things also. And this particular period has also given you one important approach of how to get well equipped with this online teaching and learning. So you keep, these are all very important points you please take into your consideration. And I hope you satisfied with all my answers. And the same version, because some of the candidates, they must not have recognized the time and all. And some candidates, they must have joined later. And for these particular things, this kind of video recording I will send you all, and you can go through all these things. And in case you have any queries, my mail is mentioned here. You can send this. You just look at this kind of video linking. You can also send your feedback and all. You can subscribe this channel. And finally, I ask you to be safe and let others to be safe, and have a happy learning. So thank you all for watching this. Namaste.
Thank you, sir.